Okay, so now moving on to the Q&A portion. Since you didn't submit a question, I'll pull one from the internet instead. So this actually comes from an article on Medium, and the question is love just for the beautiful? Now, the title of the article is actually, Am I Attractive Enough to Date? This was a couple years ago, but I thought it was really interesting to be able to show you how I would coach a woman in this situation. So this question is, well, her questions are, am I attractive? Should I dress better? What can I do to be me while also being deemed attractive enough to have someone just give me a chance at a date? She asks, are attractive people not supposed to have trouble finding people interested in them? And then 2, if I have trouble finding people interested in me, does that mean I am not attractive? So this woman, just based on what I read, she hired matchmakers. She has dated people, but it hasn't really progressed. There are a lot of things that I'm kind of picking up from this just based on what I'm reading. And so here's how I would coach a woman in this situation. Here's what I want you to know. This is almost like a question. This is kind of like, what's the trick to grow the hair and grow it long? You think it's one thing, but it's really something else. And it kind of like, it's like this deflating answer. Like, what? It's so simple. That's it. Yes, right? You think you want the long, like the peels and the tea to grow your hair and the onion water. Well, really, it just requires consistency, right? It's just basic life skills and whatever, and the things that come out of that, like the being, the becoming, the character that comes out of that process. So loving, being understanding, and understanding and kindness as the number one trait that people look for in an ideal life mate is good news. Because the more you master the feminine influence path, the more you master these skills, it increases your level of attraction. It increases like your intimacy skills, to be honest. And here's what I really want to say. You might be unattractive, not attractive enough to date, but the gag is it has nothing to do with your looks or your appearance. Instead of focusing so much on, am I attractive? Is love just for the beautiful? Is this like, even just like reading the article, there is this spirit and this air of rigidity that's coming out. This is like oozing from it. It's too rigid. It's like a micro focus, and it's focused on the wrong thing. So instead of focusing on your appearance, what I would recommend is that you discover your influence style. It's actually one of the 6 skills in order to have what you want in both love and life. So this is the thing that you get to lean on. If you're not you don't think that you're attractive, well, what can you lean on? Right? What can you bring to the table that is really of you? Your feminine influence style is like a central attribute of your being. And because you're focusing on the wrong thing, you're missing the main thing, girl. You're missing the main thing. And I also want to say this, that the purposeful, loving relationship, a happy, hot and happy dating life, showing up like all the things, girl. It will not be the result of your need to make it happen. Instead, it will be born of your ability to influence and inspire men. And feminine influence helps you to do that. If you're new here, if you've made it all the way to this end and you're new here, I'm Monique Head, the founder of Feminine Influence, the finishing school where self-mastery becomes allure. I offer coaching to Christian women who want to line themselves up for love, so you feel confident, capable, and ready to attract your dream man. If that sounds like something that you want, go ahead and get the new training, how to get anything you want, especially for men. And then think about it. Let's potentially talk and have a conversation about what it's like to work together. See you next week. Take care and God bless.